Krugs and stuff when they, when they pop.
But a smart Krug is an easy kill anyways. The only one that would be beneficial on is the birds.
The birds, yeah. I mean, it saves you time if you don't have your Q up. It's all about tempo.
I'm not even playing the game and look, you bossing me around. Unbelievable, Pants.
Just presenting ideas.
Just teasing.
I can't get this fucking document to download. What the fuck?
Looks like it's time to quit work. It's Saturday.
It's Friday.
Friday, I mean. Oops.
It's not right, Russell. It was the Apple Maps. Put it on the site. On the new iPhone. I can tell you the correct answer is the disaster.
Level 15.
Because they were too frugal for Google.
Did you stop your stream, Larry? Okay, it's back.
No, it's up.
It went down though. Do you see or something?
Yeah, I told you that like 6 times now that my computer my internet disconnected for some reason. It's
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
What?
Yeah.
Even
when you first joined,
Oh.
I asked you what happened, and you didn't say anything.
Well, I did,
Or
but
at
I
least
guess
I
you didn't
couldn't
hear it.
Yeah.
Name that dead giant tortoise. That sounds like a really weird game show, doesn't it? Name that giant dead tortoise.
All non-periodic spells, spell criticals have a 33% chance to grace you with a blessing of nature, increasing your spell casting speed by 20%.
Good if you're Boomkin.
Well, it's good. Yeah, it's all good. Boomkin I think is far better when you get late game and you can build you can spec for it.
Yeah, that's why I remembered it, because it's so weird. Because it obviously involved a name change once Sebastian Coe became famous for running.
Sebastian Coe was named after.
This is getting really annoying.
What is, my dude?
I can't download this file.
Oh.
I've been literally trying to download it for like 10 minutes. I don't know what's going on.
Is a phrase that has been uttered. I'm so pleased that that's happened. That's tremendous.
Well, if I'm being honest, I don't know what's happening either.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's why he never had sex, because he was called Lonesome George.
Lonesome came later.
Oh.
He was probably Chris and George.
Well, I just had this image of him kind of, all right, ladies. Oh, fuck, here comes Lonesome.
Were there lady tortoises there?
Yeah, they tried to mate him.
Well, he was the last of his species. He became like a pin-up boy for... There he is. I can see why he didn't get laid.
Oh my god.
Is he all right, Jensen?
Jensen
now?
Button, I think...
Because he seems so upset.
He was distraught.
Absolutely devastated. He loves life in the fast lane. And so it's great that he's taken time out to talk about this.
Lonesome George is the right answer. You get a point. You guys do not get a point. Right, okay. And finally, I played you a scientific recording. What did you think it was? What do you think this noise was? Let's go to Jack and James.
Is Joe Pasquale getting bumped?
Is the right answer. Richard and Gabby?
Is it dolphins chatting?
Dolphins
What
chatting.
brings
You're
you here?
close.
We
God
think
is watching.
this was a recording of a whale, and the scientists said he was talking, and they thought that they'd caught him making certain noises, which they picked up as certain. I can't remember what language it was. It wasn't English, but there was a language, and they thought he was speaking to them.
He was saying, I hate Japanese fishermen.
Well, I mean, I can't believe you got this so completely right. It was a whale called Knock that they attempted to teach how to speak human. That is as far as they got. Okay, time for another bonus round.
It's a disaster.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Another little bonus round. This time it's about virals. Have a look at these pictures of some shocked and upset-looking people. What's taken them by surprise? So write down your answers. What do you think they are?
Oh, we've got to write this down, have we? What's going on here? We don't really understand.
Well, that's really the question.
Could you give us a clue?
Well, I think the clue there, look at what they're all wearing. That might be a bit
But
of a
it's
clue.
weird because she's quite amused by it, but the woman's really upset.
They're being filmed as they leave.
I know.
I know the answer.
Jonathan, write something down.
Russell knows the answer. He's writing it down.
Of course he is. Okay, so what did you all get for this?
We've got David Beckham in a photo booth, isn't it?
He's right. He's only bloody right.
He's right.
What have you got? You've got...
But they've just met Bex.
Okay, and what have you guys got?
Met Beckham at the Olympics.
Let's have a little look. See if
It's
you're right.
incredible.
if John Terry had rocked up, how different that would be.
I need to get closer.
It's when the little boy cries, it's so beautiful.
That must be such a burden for David Beckham, though, walking around and people just lose their shit.
You get used to it.
Okay, points all round. Okay, so let's move on. This intrepid German became a viral sensation this year during a cold snap, but how? How did this man become a viral sensation? Okay.
Oh yeah, I did see this, yeah.
Oh, it's just us now. Wait. Where'd Pants go?
Okay, have you all got something written down? Okay, let's have a look.
We didn't know what the answer was, so we thought it would be funny instead to write down Jonathan's mobile number on our Like, call him whenever you want.
What did you guys get? Richard, Gabby?
I thought he was, you know, one of those genuinely funny Nazis. And it's difficult because you know, you can't condone what they did. When one's funny.
Russell, Jonathan?
It's the we called him Ice Pool Idiot, but it's the guy that tries to jump to a pool.
He tries to go through the ice, he's going to show off to his friends and they're filming him, and then it doesn't quite turn out as expected.
Let's check out this clip.
Fuck the fucking world, and my new band is called Skill.
May the stars guide you. Good luck, friend. Illuminate your path.
In fairness, that was better than Tom Daly's second round dive.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the scores. Jack and James, you've got 7. Russell and Jonathan, you've got 23. You're catching up to Richard and Gabby. They have 27. We're going to take another quick break. But don't go away. Back in a minute.
Oh.
Welcome back to the final part of the Big Fat Quiz. This round is all about the talking points and water cooler moments that define the year. Europe's tallest skyscraper, the Shard, opened in London. From the top on a clear day, you can see France, which sort of ruins it for me. A referendum on Scottish independence was announced. Before the vote, David Cameron has insisted Scotland gets a hamster so they can learn about responsibility.
Hello.
Heyo,
Ready for
welcome
your
back.
final batch of questions?
Yeah.
So all to play for. You can definitely catch up, James and Jack.
Come on.
Yeah.
This year, all the cool kids were hashtagging their inspirational tweets with YOLO. But what does YOLO stand for?
We know this.
Yeah, we do. Okay. What does YOLO stand for?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've written the... Well, hold it. This is
I
all
can
got-
give you some example of YOLO tweets if that helps.
Yeah.
Okay. Love to sing. Am I good at it? No. Do I still sing? Duh. Hashtag YOLO. I haven't worn a bra all day. Hashtag YOLO.
Who had YOLO? Someone's had YOLO tattooed on there, isn't there? Who was it? One of the young American stars has had...
Zac Efron had YOLO tattooed on the side of his hand.
You would think he would know better.
Well, it's an interesting move because a lot of people regret tattoos years after they had them. He can regret that pretty much right away. Saves a lot of time. Now we've got a very special treat for you. It's over to the Big Fat Quiz's Masterpiece Theatre, where actor Charles Dance is giving us a
Heyo.
reading. But what is he reading from?
Heyo.
Chapter 2. Let me ask you something first. Do you want a regular vanilla relationship with no kinky fuckery at all? My mouth drops open. Kinky fuckery?
Mouth of a Cliff Spring Falls cave.
Yeah, kinky fuckery. I can't believe you said that. Well, I did. Answer me, he says calmly. I flush. My inner goddess is down on bended knee with her hands clasped in supplication, begging. I like your kinky fuckery, I whisper. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Let's face facts. Chuck D is the man.
He's not reading that, he's memorised that. He didn't look down at that book once.
He's not just memorised it, he's living that.
Okay, how did a 3-year-old ginger cat called Teddy Bear spark a local crisis involving 31 policemen, 2 helicopters and an armed response unit?
Well, that is a terrific photo, isn't it?
The cat is on the left there.
Yeah.
I mean, how much do you have to love your cat to do that to yourself? Okay, an animal charity in New Zealand hit the headlines after they made a major breakthrough in the training of rescue dogs, what have they taught the dogs to do?
Nice, yeah, but that, yeah. That's funny.
I think we've got 4 right answers here, Jimmy.
I'm crossing it
Over
out
here,
even
Mr.
more.
Thank you very much.
Back in the game.
I'm loving your confidence. Okay, ready for some answers?
Yeah.
Okay, I asked you what YOLO stood for. Any guesses?
Yes. Oh, lobster ominous.
I would be tempted to give you a point for that, but it's so wrong. What have you got, Russell, Jonathan?
You only live once, but we've added the new phrase, yoyab, unless you're a Buddhist.
Very good point, well made, yeah. Richard, Gabby?
Yeah. You only live once.
You only live once, yeah.
You only live once, although I saw someone tweet saying, you only die once, we live every day. To which I decided to unfollow.
How are ya? See you soon. Watch your back.
YOLO, man, they never do, it's like you were reading out, they never do profound things like try and cure cancer or something like that. It's like, I'm just gonna shit on someone's car. YOLO.
You shit on my car.
No. But do you mean those pathetic, like, blood's thick in the water, so's yoga. My favourite one is like when you hear blokes are going, oh, I shagged her brains out. You know what I mean? It's such a... Surely that would be awkward, wouldn't it? How was that for you? Nice.
So you get a point, you get a point, you do not get a point for lobster ominous. Charles Dance read from you from one of the literary phenomenons of the year. What was it?
We think it was How to Bake by Mary Berry.
What did you put?
We've got Anne Widdecombe.
Great to meet you. See you soon.
Why does it do that?
Richard, Gabby, you went for?
We're here to play the best quiz we can. We want to take it home.
What can I do for you?
Book of the year.
Safe travels.
That is the right answer. 50 Shades of Grey, of course.
It's such a crap title, isn't it? 50 Shades of Grey. It sounds like something you'd find in Philip Schofield's Plug-Hole. But Philip Schofield's Plug-Hole, that is a good title for a filthy book. Do you know, one of the interesting stories is that it had a massive impact on the economy, 50 Shades, because women read it and went out and bought like dildos and butt plugs and jiggle balls and all. Genuinely, it's seriously true.
What's a jiggle ball?
I don't know, he put it out of jiggles. But so basically, we came out of recession because of the Olympics and 50 Shades of Grey. So we came out of recession because of the Mobot and the mum rub. How lovely is that? Greetings. It's true. But that's what got us out of the recession. Wanking mums. You shouldn't feel bad about it. That's wonderful. We wanked our way out of recession. You little heroes. We're back in the green because you flicked your bean. That is wonderful. Absolutely incredible. You should be saluted. Yeah. YOLO, you heroes.
Okay, I asked you how a 3-year-old ginger cat called Teddy Bear sparked a local crisis involving 31 policemen, 2 helicopters, and an armed response unit. Anyone get this?
He was in Wokingham and he
Good luck.
Is that same girl, the district manager, or that one?
It's not the case.
No.
What did you go for?
She went apeshit.
A 3-year-old ginger cat did not go apeshit.
I mean,
unless I deemed them necessary.
I know what you're saying.
She was just like,
it's weird.
okay, it's fine.
Metaphor.
And I just didn't go to the meeting.
Okay.
Good.
Russell, Jonathan, you got this.
It was the Essex Snoop Dogg, the Essex Lion.
You have that in writing, though, right?
So Teddy Bear was a ginger cat mistaken
Yeah,
for a
my
lion,
director is
giving rise to
well
the
aware
Essex
of it.
Lion scare. Here's the
Because I
picture
also
they
spoke
took.
to my director.
It does look quite
Yeah,
lion-y.
I'm just not going to be attending this meeting as
little
it's scheduled on my
No, but
day
I'll give you
off.
that. Yeah, a little bit lining. I mean, don't call an armed
And
response
she
unit.
said,
Maybe have a little
that's
look.
a decision you're going to make.
I'll tell you what, I'll check this out first, just to make sure before I call anyone else. If you're still convinced it's a lion and you're 6 foot away, something's gone wrong.
If you're 6 foot away and that's what you're seeing, I think your cataracts is more of a problem than the lion.
I'm just saying, in a situation where it is a lion, back up.
It's not your fault, though. It's the customer's fault.
If you want to kill a lion, get called 30 armed police. That's stupid. You lure it into a canyon and then get 3 hyenas to instigate an antelope stampede.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Deal with it. Deal with it.
Mufasa, YOLO.
are constantly complaining about your region struggling for sales, and you request that we tie it into
Okay.
Hakuna
Matata, guys.
$15,000 order. It's like
And finally, I
never
asked
said
you
it's
what
bad
a
at
New
it.
Zealand charity taught rescue dogs to do. What did you think? Got
This is what you asked for, so it is
to
what I
be
gave
led
you.
by the blind.
Switcheroo. Because fuck that, the blind have been taking the piss for so long. It's time that they
Some of the
started
people
leaving
that
some
also
dogs
work in
around.
the same companies I do make me sad.
No.
I hear you.
Okay, what did you get?
What do you do for work again?
Calls, 999 calls.
These,
I think you might have
These were rescue dogs,
Yeah.
like
mentioned a long
dogs
time
that
ago.
rescue from bad homes, not
I
dogs that
manage
rescue you.
37
Emergency lines.
popular
Not
fast
the
food
story I
down
thought it
here.
was.
They don't like to call it fast food. I think
We got confused by that one as well, Gabby. If we'd have known.
Yeah, that just sounds like a synonym. Quick service
like a long
fast
shot
food.
anyway. Now,
Yeah, that's what type of food?
Oh, Jonathan, Russell, what did you get?
If they're going to rehabilitate these dogs, what do you think they should
Tex-Mex.
do? Up in the missionary position.
Think Chipotle except like
To rise above the stigma
Okay.
of the doggy style. Or that's been holding them down.
They were taught to drive.
Further, to get their own back as well, they strapped Mitt Romney to the roof of the car.
Take a look at this, it's amazing.
L37.
Good boy.
He knows exactly
GMs,
what to do.
AGMs, regionals.
Look at that!
Once the region
Jesus.
I try not to involve
accelerator
myself too
command,
much with the
he's off.
operation side of things because that's just not my job details. But my boss has been telling me to like constantly get more involved in operations, and I just said, "Okay, you need to get more involved in operations. You need to get more involved in giving me like, hello."
Yeah.
Truly remarkable.
Do you get paid pretty decent for all this stuff? It looks like a lot to
So
manage.
proud of himself.
I do have
Okay,
a
to
pretty,
finish the show
like,
in style,
they tried to
we've
start
got
me
one
off
final
with
big fat question.
pretty
And to ask it from Team GB
35 a
and
year, and I
Paralympic
told them,
GB,
yeah,
it's
no,
gold
there's
medal
other
winners,
places that I'm
Sophie
betting
Christensen,
that are offering it. So either you can
Natasha
match them
Baker,
or
Anna Cockcroft,
Yeah.
Ed McKeever, Etienne Scott,
and I
Helen
just
Glover,
got
Peter Wilson, and Nicola Adams.
24,
Very nice to see you all. How are you? I know, have you got the medal? Where's the medal?
Make me more inclined to
I would
get
say I
more
lost it, but that'd be a
operations.
lie. A friend of mine dropped it.
Gotcha. But it's still a choice.
Are you all going on to Rio?
Yeah.
It's going
In
back
either
to Rio.
case, okay.
Not sure yet.
What do you mean
Because
you're
I
not sure?
really,
We
I
haven't
just
decided. Me and my
want to
crewmate
be,
Tim, we've
I want
yet
to be
to sit down
involved
and decide fully
with
about it.
the
It's so
stores
tempting
as little
going
as
to Rio.
possible, as horrible as
Well,
it
that sounds like a
sounds. I
decision
want to be
made.
able to
Fine.
support them, but I just
so
know
what was
that
the, I mean,
I'm
obviously the
best
high
suited to
point for
support
all
them
of you guys
from
was
an office
getting
chair
the gold,
than I
right?
am on site.
And the after party.
Yeah.
They were pretty wicked.
Well, this is what I heard
Like, what
about
kind of
the
stuff would you be
Olympic
doing
Village.
in
The Olympic Village
operations?
was like
Like,
Sue's
if your main
album
job
launch
is to be
time.
like just sit in a chair and kind of like do the
The
virtual.
whole time, that's what I heard. Was that?
I'd
is
have to
that?
get more involved with our
Absolutely.
purchasing department.
No, that was a rumour.
What it
Nicola,
is that
Nicola,
like
would you punch
for
Jimmy
large
for me
orders
just to
or
show? Because he was saying
whatever,
female
I'd
boxers can't hit harder.
take
He actually said
I'd
that.
have to take
He
like
said you can't. He
sponsorship
seriously
on, like,
said he said
ensuring
there's
that
no
my store
way a
receives
female
all the,
boxer
like,
could hurt him with a punch. That's
all
what he
the
actually
production
said.
items that they need. Yeah,
So you got a big question for us, I believe, for the end of the Big Fat Quiz of the year.
10,000 grams
Okay, what's
of
your,
like
so the big
lettuce
question
or blah blah
is
blah blah blah.
it's in
And then
three
I have
parts.
to try and
2
like make
points
sure
for
that
each part.
the store
10
itself
points
can
if you get all
afford
three. So
the
16 points on
proteins
offer
and
here.
whatnot
So,
that
what
they
is the
need,
most
like
watched
based on like
YouTube
their
clip of
OSAT scores and
2012?
stuff, and like
What was
OSAT is
the
like basically
highest
like in
grossing
store like
movie in
four
the
wall
UK?
purchases and
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
What was
And
the
like
most watched
customer service,
television
blah 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 blah
program?
blah. Like stores
Gotcha.
worth like us ordering that stuff for them. So like
That spell is.
Let's have a look
yeah,
and see
it's
what
just
everyone
too
got.
much. It's just
What
an
have you
extra.
got?
I
Gangnam
already do
Style,
a lot, and I already
Submarine,
am
but
like,
brilliant
eh.
Richard
I like
Ayoade.
my job, love my
And
job.
the most watched TV
It's
show
just-
was either
and
Fresh
especially with my
or League
course
of
that
Their
I'm
Own. It was
recently
sick.
quitting, I have like a double workload. I'm about to take a vacation though because I haven't had a vacation
Okay, so
since
Jonathan, what did you get on this?
December,
We went for Gangnam Style.
Okay.
I think.
I
We
mean,
went. We
I'm
want to win this. We went for
taking
Skyfall,
paid leave
and then we went for the
for-
Olympics opening ceremony as the most watched show of the year. The most watched
Okay,
TV
and
event.
what did you go for, Richard?
Been searching and even going through organizations that are supposed to hook you up with a job, and I for the life of me cannot find a job that like sounds tolerable that I'm willing to go with. Like I'm okay with warehousing those. Third, I'm okay with like small.
Okay, let's have a look and see how that's affected
Well,
the
there's this
score.
coffee
So
shop I've been
Jack
looking at
and
that I might
James
work for. It's
have
like
9
Starbucks,
points.
but way smaller and more chill. A lot less going on. There's this animal shelter I've been looking at too. Animal shelters are cool. But then it's just like, well, and then I'd even be willing to do some like landscaping or minor construction stuff. I don't want to do the heavy construction because like really it kind of destroys your body. But yeah, I mean, I'm not super picky. I have those as my options, and yet it's like I've been having the worst luck finding anything that's like that. So I've just kind of been searching for months now.
Where are you searching?
I think of the other side of the using. I only started using it recently, but God, what's I'm blanking. It's a popular one.
Is it Indeed?
Yeah. My sister recommended. Yeah, I've been using. Yeah, it was Indeed. My sister recommended that one.
It's pretty good. You just have to make sure that your resume stands out. So if you have a lot of work history, it's better to do it through Word. And then you have to make sure that you have solid references because every job recently, at least, my job at least, a lot of jobs are running something called top-down interviews. Like interview processes that I'm going through to help find a new coworker, we have to do top-down interviews. Like they'll ask you shit about like your childhood, what you were like in high school, what your middle school like, outside school activities, like they ask me for like.
Oh boy.
And then they'll ask you for references in each job.
Hello and welcome to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. A quiz so big and fat that Channel 4 are dissecting it live on Thursday night. You can play along at home. Simply fetch a pen and paper from the kitchen. Notice a bottle of
That was very strange in high
While you
school.
went to the kitchen, open the fridge.
That'll be a fun question.
Let's meet our teams. First up, someone who pays great attention to what goes into his mouth, and someone who pays very little into what comes out of his. Jamie Oliver and Jonathan Ross.
It's like you're like, oh, you like high school, did you have a lot of friends? Did you not have very many
Next
friends?
up, we have a team that look like a couple of Christians that got married in college and have grown apart. It's David Williams and Miranda Hart.
Why is that of interest to
team
them?
of opposites, a flamboyant,
friend
jet-setting
groups and
movie
such.
star and a straight-laced
It's like
history
how you
enthusiast.
balance,
They may not
like,
agree
with
on
the people
everything,
that are
but the
already
makeup sex
there.
is always amazing.
Like,
It's David Mitchell and Eddie Izzard.
I made it clear that I'm very amiable to most people. Like I'm
Jonathan,
pretty
Jamie, you got a
agreeable,
team name?
which is
We're gonna
why
call
when
ourselves
I
the
was like,
Lisping
yeah, I was
Ninnies.
in cheer, and they're just like, oh, so like your
My tongue gets in the way quite a bit, and
also
he
in
just
cheer,
can't say what.
or did you like mix? I'm just like,
Can't say
well, yeah, I'm like, I was pretty shy, so like,
I can say what, I just can't say it.
basically adopted me,
Like
and
the
so I was just like, okay, cool.
Lisping Ninnies. Jamie, can you say that?
No. Or anything to do with sausages.
But yeah, they asked you like a lot of stuff.
Hold on,
And
I
then,
might
like,
need a cloth out here.
I
This
think
is
there's
getting
just like
quite
a
wet
certain
already.
thing that would
There's
like,
electrical
you know,
equipment
like
statements. Okay,
stop you
so
from
the
being
Lisping
comfortable
Ninnies,
in this type
David
of
and Miranda.
space, or is
Miranda
there like
wanted lesbian friends.
anything that you'd like us to do? Well,
Lesby Friends is a great name for a team.
I wanted
yeah, I'm just like, I know
No, I
this
don't
was
know
not
the band that
out
Ant and
there,
Dec
so
had
it
in
took
Bike
time to warm up to
and Grove.
people, but eventually
Because
I
like them, we're down with the kids.
Okay.
Do you prefer
to be
lesbian
like
friends?
honest about like
Lesby
your
friends.
feelings, but not over the
Homo
top
we
crazy.
don't.
Yeah.
Eddie, David, what have you come
That
on?
makes sense.
Well, we came
Is
up
it
with
like more of a
David
new
Mitchell.
thing that they're doing now that more jobs are doing, or is that just like
More
more
job
skilled
Your
work?
team is called
Oh, okay.
David Mitchell.
This wasn't my idea. I thought that would. Yes, I thought I might seem self-centered.
Okay, we're called Nexus 6.
Nexus 6.
Nexus 6.
If you know Blade Runner, Nexus 6, very cool. They were
Yeah,
very
I
cool.
don't know.
They
I
were
might-
robots, which is
I
slightly
might
different
call
to us.
out.
But apart from that, they could kill or have very good sex.
So I'm like a robot that can kill or have sex.
I don't think you've even seen that film. I don't remember the Nexus 6 in that, frankly. Although,
Well,
Jimmy,
you're
seeing as you are a robot, you could perhaps fill us in.
Jimmy, I think you look more human when you're a robot. The humanity comes out in those moments.
Right, let's get started. A lot happened this year. It was like an episode of Lark Rise to Candleford, except that a lot happened. And it only feels like it lasted 12 months. We start with January and February. Elton John and David Furnish had a baby boy after donating sperm. Just goes to show what you
Did
can do.
I
if you
confirm
both
this
pull
order?
together.
Because I really hope I did. Because I don't know.
The Arab Spring protest started, beginning an unstoppable movement that just kept on running. And if you've ever eaten Tunisian street food, you'll know exactly how that feels. Of course, it wouldn't be a quiz without questions, so let's get on with it. Okay, first lot of questions. Eyes down. You ready? To kick things
Yeah,
off, here's a
it was
question from
edited by
international singing
Paula, so it's
superstar
not really
CeeLo
my
Green.
problem.
Over to you, CeeLo.
Hello, Jimmy. 21-year-old sports student Tom Coward hit the news back in February after his work experience placement went badly wrong.
of Tom Cowan's work experience went badly wrong, what happened?
What sport was it? If it's not swimming, he won't know. He doesn't know anything about swimming.
Swimming's not a sport. It's what you do to stop drowning. Second question. If you've seen the Big Fat Quiz before, you'll know that every year the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School in Neasden put on a rather unconventional school play. It's always adorable. What story are they acting out here?
Politics, Europe, economy. What was that? Hee, you can't catch us. We need some help.
Yeah, but the thing with Indeed, just go through, do a bunch of one-site applies for like warehouse positions. I'm sure you'll get one in like a week.
Okay. Now, warehousing, out of the things I listed, that's probably like the least preferred, but that is something at this point on there as well. Just to...
And then if worse comes to worse, you could always like borrow some money from your family and then go through there. Some recruiters actually done. This is a
Recruiter?
So you got to write down what news.
That I haven't heard of. I've worked through organizations that help like plug me with jobs, and they're slow as hell. But what's a recruiter?
Described as appalling, prehistoric, and totally and utterly wrong in January this year.
Did Clarkson have a book out in January?
I can't give anything away.
Yeah.
Have you got something, David, Eddie?
Yeah, just
it's almost time for an RSC meeting.
You're not Googling. Are you Googling? Why not? What do you mean you're Googling? Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Get his phone. Get his phone. Get his phone. Get it, Miranda. Get it. Get it.
Oh yeah, I'm outside of my phone.
Get it. No, we need your iPhone.
I'll switch it off and we'll put it somewhere.
Figured I needed some sun. Kind of feeling like drained today, just like mentally and emotionally and everything. So I'm just like, I probably just need sun.
Why is cheating so bad?
Okay, so maybe he cheated when he said he ran those marathons.
Living in a nature preserve, so there's just like a lot of woods and stuff around.
Alright, so stop Googling things. Okay, what's the next question? Take a look at this picture.
Don't go up in the woods much because last year, maybe the year before. I think it was the year before last. I got a tick and I got Lyme disease, and that like could have been really bad. They didn't catch it early, so.
Okay, all I'm going to say, Miranda, all I'm going to say is I gave you one job to do. I said keep an eye out for that phone.
Where's it gone?
Where's the phone gone?
Where's my phone?
Because like with ticks, even if you like find it on you and get it off you, like you still get sick from if it's carrying that, right? Once it bites you, like, if it's carrying the disease, you're gonna get it.
Jimmy, at school,
Think.
David was the kind of boy squealing on everyone else.
Too far away.
He's got a book at the back. Take it away, sir.
At least I went to school.
In Jonathan's defense, they didn't have schools when he was growing up. Everyone finished?
Yes.
Finished. Okay, lovely. All right.
Everyone else is so
Okay,
quiet.
so CeeLo Green asked you
Oh,
how
just chill.
21-year-old Tom Cowan's work experience placement went awry. What did you all get? David and Miranda.
Caught photocopying genitals.
You think he was caught
Photocopying his genitals when he was on the work experience.
Still really talkative.
I remember dreaming it. And we've done a little picture. Well, Miranda did
Well,
it.
no, okay, before I even said that,
Was the
I
last
just said that a
scene she
second
saw
ago.
it looked like that.
When I first joined, you seemed pretty talkative. If this is you tired, I can't imagine you energetic.
Jonathan James,
Yeah.
Shot by Ashley Cole.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I tend to be really talkative context section. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and sometimes when I'm sparring, I'll like say things, and people just like think I'm a weirdo because I just talk too much.
Wonderful.
Like my main social interaction person.
I'm confused. You're saying that you talk a lot and you think that's weird? Man, talking is normal. People who don't talk are normal. People who talk are normal. Everybody is just different.
Right, but I mean, like, people, I don't know, I think it's because, like, I get my main social interaction in person, and I have a very low social battery for, like, in person, but then I, like, want to get it all at once, and then after the hour and a half, I'm drained as fuck, just talking. It's a lot more draining in person.
Just hit the reset button. Just hit your reset button.
That's kind of
go to the bathroom, rub it out, and you're good, right?
Rub it out, huh? Nah, that don't do it for me.
So yeah.
No, but I think that like usually I just need to like meditate, and I get like kind of irritable if I talk to people for too long in person. Online, I have a much longer but I guess like the reason why it's weird is because like people go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to like spar and everything, and like they go there to like try and do their shit, and like sure conversations happen, mostly banter, but like
having cooked at number 10 a few
I'll be
times,
like,
they do have the worst
you know,
kitchen of any kitchen I've ever worked in.
Really? They've got a bad
get my
kitchen?
face crushed or like
Who have you cooked for?
sitting on someone's head and be like talking, and it's just like not the proper context to be
I know you've
talking.
cooked for lots of people. I've seen you on TV.
Who do you want?
Which prime
Like, people just want to go and not. It's like
We've got all of them.
well,
I
for
mean,
one, I
there's
guess
people prime minister about
if you're not careful,
400
you
years
like
ago.
pirates.
The younger, Pitt the elder, Disraeli.
All the ones that are important.
I still think it's
Winston
bad.
Churchill was important.
He's a little bit dead, but you know, he's probably still
Still
appreciate it.
What did you
It's
do?
just a bad
Cheese
habit.
toasties?
No, I did well, it was tough because it was just before everything started growing. It was in the early spring.
You get lots of things from Sainsbury's, Jamie. All year round.
We had a great time. It was an honour to do it. Yeah. When I did the meal, right, basically...
Do any of you guys know how to
St. George's
identify
just
different
coming up,
mushrooms?
which are the same
Nope.
ancestors.
Yeah.
as Death Cap.
If you see a mushroom, don't touch it.
Use Death Cap and I could kill
Yeah,
and we'd be in such a
yeah,
bad
that's
state, right?
usually a good rule of thumb if you know nothing.
You missed your chance. In all honesty, I genuinely could have.
That's how you identify mushrooms.
Well, that's not about identifying. That's just an advice on what to do if you find a mushroom.
Yeah. Don't die.
Well, touching it and eating it are different things.
You had your opportunity and you didn't take it. And you've got the gall to come on television.
There is this kind of mushroom that was near me for like back when I lived in Washington, and they look like they have like black ink splatter on them, but it's like there's a name for it, and like they like slowly decompose like while they're still technically alive, and that's how like they spread their spores. I don't quite know, but like it's like it looks really weird, like something's progressively eating you, but it's not. It's just how the mushroom works, and they are edible. But if you have any alcohol in the system in the last like several weeks, even like fucking trace amounts, it can literally kill you. But then by itself, it's like fine. I forget what it's called.
I don't know about weeks.
No, literally like weeks, maybe even longer. I remember hearing like my mom mentioned it. She figured out what that was. And,
Oh!
yeah, let me see if I can find it.
You can give me a point.
Keywords
Keys.
and such, but I don't.
Come back to me. It wasn't bungle.
You know, I would think that you'd pee out alcohol like pretty fast, but
Oh, why isn't it working?
that's why I thought this was especially weird.
I deserve a point for keys. They didn't know these stupid bastards hid.
Well, maybe you should have tried cheating. David, Eddie, what did you go for? You want to go
Andy Gray, and then we were
I think you'll find it was Richard Keys.
simply trying to Google the answer. And
all right, well, I can tell you that
Larry. Have you seen the Starfield hype?
Also, I think you both get a point for that.
You gonna get into that? Just curious, because it seems like your kind of game.
What was the woman advertising that was banned? You've gone for David and
It doesn't come out for free until the 5th on Xbox Game Pass. I play it on the 5th.
Ah.
Yeah, everybody else has gotten they got schmucked. They're paying $99 to play it for a few days earlier. Chumps.
Well, they probably paid like $60 for the pre pass, and then gave them the opportunity to spend $99 for this pass.
Well, no, you can buy the flat 99 and get it in a headline, and you would have been able to play it yesterday.
But they also sold like an early access pass to buy the game early, but you couldn't play it. You could just buy it early.
Well, it's not made from a cow. It comes from a cow's udder. They don't
Oh,
cut
the
udder
mushroom
up
is
and
called an
make
ink
That
cap.
would be pretty unpleasant.
Actually, a cow's udder is a cow's breast, so it comes from breast milk.
Breast milk of a cow.
Okay,
Which was yummy when we were small, but now not so good.
when the two substances mix, it creates like a toxin in your body. It's converted into
This is
acetaldehyde by an enzyme known as
honestly, I will gag. Jimmy, Jamie was all over.
I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, but yeah, it like changes the substance.
Where's Izar going?
Acetic acid breaks down the carbon dioxide in the water. The citric acid cycle. I don't know. But yeah, it's very, very trace amount still changes into that substance. It's a really strong poison.
Absolutely delicious. You're not going to bring the lady out. We're not going to have to say thank you, are we?
It's not destroyed by cooking.
Yeah, this is genuinely real.
You don't know what the bird's been up to. Sorry, not the bird. That's.
Yeah.
You don't know what she's been up to.
I can taste garlic and wicked in mine, definitely.
Oh, honestly, I've had 4 kids. It's too much.
You don't like it? You have some at home, though,
You prefer yours fresh, do you? I can tell you that Jonathan and Jamie were right, as were Eddie and David, about this is breast milk. David and Eddie have 4 points. David and Miranda have no points. Jonathan and Jamie have 4 points. We're going to take a short break and enjoy our delicious ice cream made from breast milk. See you after the break. Hello and welcome back.
But yeah, it looks like a lot of different types of like common mushrooms shouldn't be mixed with alcohol.
I think shouldn't be mixed with alcohol.
Yeah, but you'd think like it doesn't have any like neurologically altering effects, that it wouldn't matter, but in this case it does.
And what better way to do that than by acting like a massive racist?
But yeah, that is true.
Barack Obama produced his birth certificate to prove where he was born, although he forgot to bring a utility bill, so he still can't rent films from Blockbusters. Wayne Rooney was in trouble after swearing into a camera during a football match. Rooney was seen asking, "Fucking what?" To be fair to Rooney, he was just randomly shouting 2 of his 5 words. It happened to be fucking and what. It could easily have been kick, wee wee, or banana.
Reed, what are you doing? It's not. It's trying to be funny. It's not funny.
Okay, on to the questions. For our first question, it's over to Welsh acting supremo Michael Sheen.
Hello, Jimmy.
If you have a problem with the soundboards, you can mute them just so you know there.
Had a fantastic year. In fact, he was winning. He won all year long. He discussed this in many interviews. But can you name one physical attribute
I could just leave
that
too.
he claimed separated him from other mere mortals?
Okay.
So the question is,
what separates Charlie Sheen?
No, I think the question was, can you name one attribute that separates Charlie Sheen from us mere mortals, right?
Yes.
So I could correctly answer no and get the point.
Well, you're applauding someone being very weaselly. Yes, you could, but it's not in the spirit of this game.
All right.
Okay. Our next question. What was broken by 75,000 Twitter users, the Scottish Sunday Herald, and John Hemming MP?
John Hemming's MP? Who's John Hemming's MP?
It's John Hemming.
He's an MP, is he?
He's his own MP.
He's his own MP. That's in some way masturbatory.
That's the weirdest use of that word I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know. Is that what you sounds like a room, doesn't it? A masturbatory. We will take tea in the masturbatory.
But it sounds like a conservatory. That would be the worst.
Trying to find one last little kitty cat.
I'm imagining a room that's like a conservatory, but is designed for wanking.
I think a room for wanking is called the masturbatorium. Sure.
That's what the Romans called
Oh, I see.
They were wonderful wankers.
Now, it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz without a special report from Channel 4 News King, Jon Snow. He's reporting on one of the biggest songs of the year. Can you tell me what the song is?
American police are investigating a bizarre incident on the highway in which an underage girl was apparently found kicking in the front seat of a speeding vehicle. When stopped by police, the 13-year-old was incoherent and struggled to remember what day it was, saying yesterday was Thursday, tomorrow is Saturday, and that Sunday comes afterwards. She was also heard to shout, "Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal," prompting fears that some form of substance abuse was involved. After being released without charge, the defendant was visibly pleased, stating, we, so excited. We, so excited. Jimmy.
John. Jon Snow's a legend. Legend. Okay, so what song was he talking about?
It's a song.
Yeah, it's a song, yeah. Internet sensation this year. Huge song. Okay.
Can I
so next
assist you?
question.
God
Why
is
did time
watch over
stand
you.
still in central London
Till
on March
next we
15th
meet.
this year?
Till next we meet.
He's getting the hang of this.
Very into the quiz now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually enjoying watching the master work. Really enjoying
It's a pub quiz. What's not to like? Okay, all right. So on with some answers. You ready? You all got something?
We're all
No,
correct.
no,
we just need like 10 minutes.
It's
What
like the
brings
back
you
of the
here?
bus over there.
Be
Okay.
careful. May the
All right, well, I've got
stars
some answers
guide
for
you.
All right.
A
Michael
shot
Sheen
fell
asked
out.
you which attributes Charlie Sheen claimed to have. Any thoughts on what physical attributes he claimed to have? David, Eddie, what did you say?
He says, and I'm not sure. Well, he said he can take an infinite amount of drugs.
Okay, that's not quite a point because
I would
it's
say at this point, I don't consider this answer to be correct.
No, this is
Well,
our
that's
first.
just as well.
It's a
This is
guess.
our first try.
Your first stab. Okay, what did you go for, David and Miranda?
We said he can make a hamburger shape out of his willy. Because if you know, like when I was playing with yours and I sort of folded it, and then we pretended it was a hamburger, and I just.
I don't recall.
Maybe it was a dream.
My daughter, David's her favourite author, and now I've got to show her that because she wants to see me on TV doing that.
Is it inconsistent with writing children's books? But yes, you can do that. You can make all kinds of amazing shapes. I mean, it's hard with yours because it's tiny, but if you've got a normal size one, you can make lots of things, hamburgers, etc.
Cocktail burger.
Now, are we talking about ways you can mutilate your penis?
It's not penis mutilation, it seems to be penis manipulation.
Yes, it's penis. It's puppetry of the penis.
Puppetry.
Okay.
Make a shape.
Jonathan, Jamie, get us back on this. What did you say?
I remember him saying he could drink tiger blood.
Yep, that's correct.
And he had super rock star DNA, I think he had.
Let's go back to Michael for the answer.
Hello again. Well, there are many things that make my brother Charlie so special, including, but not limited to, tiger blood, Adonis DNA, and a brain from an extraterrestrial realm.
Well, I think you've got to get a point for tiger blood.
Thank you very much.
How can you have tiger blood? He's not a tiger.
He's...
Yeah, by definition, he's got
that's a
Charlie
lie.
Sheen blood.
It's not a debate.
It is a debate.
Should we treat ourselves to a little bit of Charlie in action?
Some are saying that you're bipolar.
I'm by winning. I win here, I win there. Now what? I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. You borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard. Yeah, because it fires in a way that is, I don't know, maybe not from this particular terrestrial realm. You know? When you got tiger blood and Adonis DNA, man, it's like, get with the program, dude.
Wow.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Christmas future looks pretty fun. So you get a point for that, Jonathan and Jamie. No one else does. Okay.
I get nothing.
I asked you what was broken by 75,000 Twitter users. What did you think?
My heart.
She went speed dating, and 17,000 men turned her down. And an MP, and
the Sunday Herald.
And the Sunday Herald also.
And Lembit Opik.
That was a bad day when Lembit Opik turns you down, isn't it? Bloody hell. There's nowhere else to go when Lembit turns you down. Very hard. So.
Okay, Jonathan, Jamie, what have you got?
Yeah, it's a toilet in the Glasgow Starbucks. They broke it.
Not even vaguely.
Oh.
David, Eddie.
Super injunction.
Correct. The answer was, of course, Ryan Giggs' super injunction against Imogen Thomas.
Of course.
Jon Snow reported on one of the biggest songs of the year, but which one?
I need
Initially,
to get closer.
I thought the Downton Abbey theme. Then we went with Friday, Friday. Your kids like it. I bet your kids liked it.
No, they preferred that other one, which was wave your hair all around, wave your hair all around, wave your hair all around, wave your hair all around.
I think it's back and forth. No, it's back and forth.
Wave your hair back and forth. What's happened to music?
David and Eddie, you went for Friday as well. Okay, David and Miranda, your answer.
We weren't
listening.
Good on you.
Well, during that question, you just weren't
Well, we were trying to listen, but then we was talking about old times, and we didn't get it. I'm sorry, I apologise, because I know up to now we've had all right answers, but...
I thought that was lovely what they just sung.
Oh, well, let's have a listen to how it should have sounded.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, weekend, Friday, Friday.
What's not to like? Catch. Okay, so David and Eddie got that right. Jonathan and Jamie got that right. No points for David and Miranda. So why did time stand still in central London?
Jamie thought it was there's an Olympic countdown clock that stopped. He put that.
Olympic clock stopped.
Well, it is the Olympic countdown clock stopped. David and Miranda, you went with?
That's still Richard Keys and Andy Gray because we didn't write it down in the previous round.
Points.
So we feel we could get a point now for the question from the previous round. That's what we did there.
In what quiz does that work? The answer to that question, but I've got an answer from earlier.
We know you've got both names.
That is actually just the premise of a Two Ronnie sketch, isn't it?
I don't understand much about the Olympics. So it's the game countdown. So the Olympics will start with boom, like that.
And then the 100 metres, bang, they're off.
Because I'm quite excited.
That would be awesome. Instead of a gun, you just go...
Are you going to the Olympics?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the
I'm going as well.
I'm absolutely going.
What have you got tickets for? You're not swimming, are you?
No, I've been asked to be an ambassador for the swimming team.
Wow.
Really?
Wowzers.
And I'm going to see Tom Daly diving.
So am I.
It's slightly creepy, isn't it, just to ask to see him?
Yes, it is, David.
I'd like to be Tom Daly in Speedos, please. Because I couldn't think of anything else to, go to.
No, I couldn't think of another sport. All you could think of was a boy in tight trunks.
So I'm going to see Tom Daly, and then afterwards, because I'm ambassador, I can hang around in the change rooms and the showers.
That's not what ambassadors do.
Is your wife going to come with you when you're doing this? Is that?
I'd rather she didn't.
Eddie, when you refer to David's wife, we do inverted commas around the word wife.
Well, I just sort of...
Are you excited about the Olympics?
I think the Olympics is great. Now, remember this, it will not be back in our lifetime. This is the greatest show on earth, and it will not return. Last one was 64 years ago. Next one will be probably 80 years' time. If you're 10, you'll be 90. This is it, baby, and it's going to be beautiful.
I mean, it will happen every 4 years in other countries.
Yeah, but you got to go there. You have to go there.
No, you don't. This is what I found out. It's on television. I say it's on television constantly. To a wearying extent.
And a lot of planning is going on for the 2012 Olympics. Sadly, most of the planning is being done by Al Qaeda. Now it's time for a special round all about the feel-good story of 2011, the royal wedding. The royal wedding brought the country together. We united as a nation and said as one, he's married the wrong sister. Let's remind ourselves what happened.
It's showing the world what we do best, and it's fantastic.
Really elegant. Yes, very elegant.
We are gathered here in the sight of God and in the face of this congregation to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony.
That thing that they said in there, it kind of shows what Britain does really well. That pomp and ceremony and the whole thing. No one else would, turn on something like that, I don't think.
We can't have that as our main thing. We can't say, just posh people getting married, we're brilliant at that, and that's it.
But we are bloody good at it.
We've got to mix it up. A royal wedding one year and Olympics the next.
Yeah, and Emmy's right. We had Jordan's wedding the year before. That was equally beautiful.
Or was it the year before that?
Well, there's one every year, I think.
Apart from a leap year.
The leap year, yeah.
Okay, so for our first wedding question, it's over to X Factor judge and N-Dub, Talisa.
Hey Jimmy! At the royal wedding this year, one of the guests, Grace Van Cutsum, became an internet star, but can your lovely teams tell me why?
Yeah, I think I know. Can't guess that yet.
Did anyone get an invite? Jamie, did you not get an invite to the wedding? You struck me as
No, I was a bit upset, really. But we had a nice party.
Did you all get together and watch it?
Yeah, I wrote a recipe and dedicated it to them.
What was?
Kate and Will's pie.
What's in Canewell's pie?
Beautiful it was. Beef shin, barley, beer, onions, cooked slow, fall off the bone.
Not a very romantic dish, though, is it? A big shin pie.
No, it is, because when you cook that pie for someone, it makes them propose to you. It's very romantic.
What about the lovely music of Domino's on speed dial?
Have you got them on your? Have you got the iPhone app for the pizza delivery?
I don't actually.
Yeah, and sometimes I do it by mistake, so I'll eat it anyway if it cuts. But I mean, I don't.
Yeah, they track you all over London and shove the pizza down your throat.
I would like to live a lifestyle where the whole time I've got a garlic bread vaguely following me around.
Okay, so we got answers for this? What have you got, Jonathan, Jamie?
I think the answer's in her name, if I remember correctly. Grace Van Houten Van. She's a child who drives a van.
Okay, David, Eddie, what have you got for this?
They covered. Is she the one that covered her ears when they kissed?
David, Miranda, what have you put?
I did not write this.
No, I was trying to listen, but she got a very ample bosom. Lisa, I was really, honestly, I was just staring at her tits, and I've totally forgot to answer.
I was looking at him, looking at them.
They are nice.
Can we have a look and see why she made the headlines? Okay. So there she is.
It does imply that the sound of the snogging was that loud, which is unbelievable. She was actually listening to some rave music in her earphones.
Okay, so David and Eddie get a point for that. No one else gets a point. Okay, next question. How did Verger Ben Sherwood celebrate the successful union of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge?
Did he shave himself?
You got an answer, Miranda.
Yeah, and this is it, our first official point.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to just steel yourselves for this. It's David and Miranda's first point here. Pretty exciting stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go straight to, I asked you, how did Verger Ben Sherwood celebrate the successful union of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge? Okay.
He watched Babe Station all night.
Disprove that!
Okay, David and Eddie, I'm guessing...
Well, we thought that maybe he cooked his own spleen. Now, we're not sure
what the recipe was. Jonathan and Jamie, you are our only hope. Okay.
He did a handstand. He was the guy who did the handstand down the red carpet.
Let's
He did a
have
great
look
job
and
as
see.
well.
Back at the army, the clergy were literally doing cartwheels. The verger, Ben Sherwood, doing what so many have imagined, but never dared to do.
So, let's see what's going on with the scores. Jonathan and Jamie have 8. David and Miranda still have no points. David and Eddie have 8. Another break now, but don't go away. There's still well over an hour of Big Fat Quiz to come, or as I like to think of it, enough time for me to make one of Jamie's 30-minute meals. See you after the break. Welcome back, and as the big fat gypsy of May is crammed into the monstrous, flashing wedding dress of June, let's have a look at what made the headlines. Hugh Hefner was jilted at the altar. He said there were no hard feelings. 2 men were charged with the attempted abduction of Joss Stone. Good thing they were caught. If you kidnap Joss Stone, you'd probably end up cutting off your own ears. Who can forget the extraordinary AV referendum? Turns out everyone. Ready for more questions? Of course you are. Okay. First up, it's back to the kids of Mitchellbrook Primary School. Yay, for another one of their special school plays. What are they acting out here?
Your Saturday night starts here. Yeah! La la la, we're singing our song. La la la, we're singing our song. You are the best at singing. You are fantastic. How was me? Why, yay, Pex.
I'm out of brains.
I can't understand her. This will never work. Sorry, Dad, go home now. You're not my friend anymore.
Again, an acting masterclass from Mitchellbrook Primary School there. Okay, so what story were they acting out? When a Twitter user took to his keyboard at 1 a.m. on May the 1st to complain about the racket outside his flat, which major international event was he inadvertently live tweeting? 1st of May, 1 in the morning, he was complaining about the noise outside his flat, and he was live tweeting something. Miranda, David, stop giggling. You haven't even got a point yet.
We've got the right answer.
Well, have you really? Because I've heard this before. Okay, all right. For our next question, it's over to none other than Lee Evans. Lee Evans, everyone.
Hi, Jimmy. In June, Burmese pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi claimed that one thing had been a lifeline during her imprisonment. Can you remember what it was?
Oh, I love him, love him. Okay, you got something for that? Miranda, David?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Jimmy.
You keep on saying yes, you've got it right, and then you've got nothing, and you've really got to make an effort.
We're trying.
You've just so much effort putting this quiz together, and you're ruining it.
We're really trying.
Okay. Both the Queen and Barack Obama made historic visits to Ireland this summer. But what did Barack do that the Queen refused to? And finally, take a look at this clip and tell me what this old man is apologising for.
If people want me to apologize, I can apologize. Yes, I did not have all of that worked out as accurately as I should have, or I wish I could have had it. That doesn't bother me at all.
So what was he apologising for?
It's old clip. Was it an old clip?
It happened this year. It's all this year. Big Fat Quiz of the Year. Very much the clue is in the title. Okay. You ready for some answers? Right, let's get some answers. Okay, so you saw the kids at Mitchellbrook Primary School. What were they acting out?
Cheryl Cole out of X Factor.
Okay, and what have you gone for, Jonathan, Jamie?
Exactly the same. We said poor Chezza gets fired from X Factor because they couldn't understand her accent over there, apparently.
Well, hang on a second. You're a big star in the States, aren't you, Jamie?
They didn't really understand me, but I had to do certain things to certain people to get the job.
You speak like what?
I'm sorry, what?
It sort of comes back to my impediment, really.
He's gifted with a very large tongue. Let's not say anything.
How may I help?
But I phoned Cheryl Cole after she was because they said they couldn't understand her accent. And I phoned her to try and commiserate. Couldn't understand a fucking word she was saying.
David, Miranda, you thought they were acting out?
Goodbye.
Inside my mind. From the Phantom of the Opera as well as the Lion King. It's strange. But
Have you learned?
I basically went down.
Sung?
I sang.
Can you come up again?
I don't know how to.
Pump it.
Pump it, then go down.
Eddie, pump me.
No, why don't we pump him up again?
You want me to help?
Yeah, you're up again.
go.
Now you're up again.
Oh, I didn't.
That's better.
Had my hand on the wrong knob.
I know, sir.
To get it. Oh dear. We belong, don't we? At the end of the day, we belong.
Okay. Okay, so Cheryl Cole getting fired from the X Factor in America. You got that absolutely right. Okay. Second one, I asked you which major international event was inadvertently live tweeted at 1 a.m. on the 1st of May. Did you get this?
Yes.
Okay. What did you?
Good luck, friend.
The assassination of Noel Edmonds. They found that he was in this compound where he'd been hiding for many, many years, and the U.S. Marines came in, and they knew it was him because he had a very, very tiny beard. And Barack Obama was watching, and he said, "Shoot him." And Noel Edmonds, fortunately, we now live in a much better world because Noel Edmonds is dead. Is that right?
You are so close.
I know.
You've got all the detail right there.
With a beard, wasn't it? It was someone with a beard.
It was definitely someone with a beard. Jamie.
Yeah, I thought it was the assassination of Bin Laden.
He got it straight away. I think he's right.
In that little bungalow. Looked a little bit like where my nan lived.
Okay, David and Eddie, what did you go for?
Cooked his own spleen.
It's a common answer.
Yeah.
So Jonathan and Jamie get the points there because Bin Laden was...
Jamie says I should give this guy... I've come up with a joke and I want you to be kind, okay?
Come on, do the joke.
Because I'm not sure if
This is a good one.
Okay.
He likes it.
Okay, go on.
Do you know where you were when they killed Osama? No, that's wrong. When they told me that Bin had been killed, I said, really?
There's nothing the matter with that.
He said, do it.
I'll do one back. Osama Bin Laden, you had it coming.
I know what you